How's it going, guys? Welcome to another live stream, a quick live stream. I'm actually filming here. Welcome to Sunset Cliffs here in San Diego, California. And we're losing the light a little bit, but I wanted to come on here because I'm here, right? I wanted to share the view with you and talk about your side hustle under quarantine. How it's been, positives, negatives, is it getting better? Again, this isn't gonna be a long live stream, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So if you're here or if you're watching on the rebroadcast, I wanna welcome you to this very impromptu, I guess, live stream. Hey, Dark Road Run, thanks for being here, guys. Again, Sunset Cliffs. It's a little cloudy. I know there's not much of a sunset here in San Diego. And hopefully the Bluetooth mic is working okay today. So let's talk about the positives first of your side hustle under quarantine. Then we'll go over some of the negatives, and then we'll go over, hey, is this getting better? So some of the positives. Well, when this all first started, firstly, I hope you all are staying safe. I don't have my mask on because I'm literally in the middle of a pathway here. There's no one around. So the positives have been less traffic, right? If you're driving rideshare or if you're driving delivery, I, as a driver, have really been encouraged to drive, and let me know if you agree with this. I've been encouraged to almost drive more because it's been pretty much empty on the roads. And a second positive I'd say is if you're driving for delivery, if you're doing Uber Eats, if you're doing Postmates, Grubhub, these restaurants, and I've mentioned this before, these restaurants have had time to really make their process seamless. So if you've had problems before driving on these platforms and there's been too much of a wait at these restaurants, you may find that it may be a good time to get back out there because A, like we mentioned, there's less cars in the road. B, these restaurants have a seamless pickup for you as a driver, even under quarantines. And then C, again, I have found that there's been a lot less problems and increased pay. I mentioned this in my video, is now the best time to drive for DoorDash. Well, there's been really high pay promos. Just the other day, you guys may have seen this on one of my ride-alongs, and I hope you guys are enjoying the ride-alongs, is we saw, what, a $20+ order. And we got another ride-along coming tomorrow for you guys. Let me know, leave a like if you've been enjoying those ride-alongs. So it's been pretty seamless, less cars on the road, and pretty good pay. Do you agree with that? Let's talk about some of the negatives in this live stream talking about your side hustle under quarantine. Obviously, the elephant in the room is your safety, right? So if you're driving, how comfortable do you feel? Actually, this is a great question for you. Let me know in the live chat or if you're watching this in the rebroadcast. How safe do you feel out there on the road? 1 to 10, let's say. Let me know, 1 to 10, how safe do you feel out there on the road? And I'll give you my rating here in a second. So one of the biggest drawbacks is if you do want to drive out there and there are good pay promos, how comfortable do you feel? Dark Road Run says a 2 out of 10, so obviously not that safe out there when driving. For me, I would say, I'm thinking about this, I would say a 7.5. I feel pretty safe out there. And there's a lot that goes into that, right? Your propensity, your risk level to get this virus, just your own beliefs in the virus, new facts coming out about the virus. We're not here to talk about that. But I feel like, again, we talked about this in the contactless delivery, is constantly using hand sanitizer, right? Not touching your face. Wearing the mask, now the mask isn't going to protect you, it's to protect others. My mask is, where is it? It's in my bag down here. But the mask is meant, and this is important to know, any kind of face covering, even if it's just a cloth face mask, is to prevent you from spreading it to others if you do have it, but you don't know it, of course, because you're asymptomatic. But in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, I feel pretty safe out there on the road. But let's not pretend that this is foolproof. Runner says, I feel safe on the road. I don't feel safe doing Uber and Lyft. That's a fantastic point from Runner. I surveyed you guys And I asked you, what do you feel is the safest platform to be driving out in this whole gig economy, the side hustle? And parcel delivery ranked up there, number one. Let me step out so you can check out this view real quick. Again, welcome to another live stream from Sunset Cliffs, which is a little cloudy today, losing the light. And I asked you guys, what platforms do you feel the safest on? And a lot of you mentioned parcel delivery. That's Amazon Flex. We'll step over here. There we go. Amazon Flex, parcel delivery. Amazon is a fantastic platform to drive, not only because if you are worried about safety, you're not interacting with anybody. It's simply parcel delivery. Now, yes, you're interacting with associates and employees at the actual Amazon base. Okay, we get that. But for your, let's say, 35, 40 stops, in general, you're not really interacting with anybody. So if you want to minimize interactions, consider Amazon Flex. I do have a link down below in the description. That's just a regular link. That's not an affiliate link to sign up for Amazon Flex. A very important point about Amazon Flex. They're very, I was going to say picky, but they're not. They get a lot of demand for drivers signing up. So if your marketplace is bringing on drivers for, Amazon Flex, sign up, because it's going to take a couple of weeks to get onboarded. And then once you're active, you're pretty much active. You know, they may want you to start taking a few shifts, but as long as you're active on the platform, that's another income opportunity for you. Instead of having to worry about, okay, well, now I want to do Amazon Flex, but then they're not bringing on any drivers and you're basically stuck. So check out that link down below if you want to do Flex. Let me catch up with some of the comments here. Runner says that they applied for Amazon Flex. I think it's a great opportunity. So talking about what's safest right now, food delivery came in number 2 as far as safest niches to drive in this gig economy. That's your Uber Eats, of course, your Grubhub, your Postmates, and your DoorDash. Why is it safer than, let's say, rideshare? Well, the proximity. Yes, you're interacting with more people than parcel delivery, but you don't have that close interaction like you do with rideshare, having someone in your vehicle literally like 10, 12 or so inches away from you, sitting next to you, and in an enclosed environment. Think about that as well. You're in that enclosed environment in your vehicle, and any particulate that person, and again, I'm not an infectious disease expert, but any particulate may be expelled and stick on those surfaces. Again, not meant to be medical advice there. Thirdly, what is the safest, or let's say unsafest niche to drive in this gig economy? Well, you guys voted, it is rideshare, and I would agree with that here. Rideshare, you are going to have that close proximity to others, your passengers. Like I mentioned, you're going to be in that tighter area in your vehicle. So if you are driving rideshare, guys, have the Lysol, have the disinfecting wipes. Make sure they actually kill the coronavirus. And it says on the bottle, Lysol bottles and wipes, it says kills, whatever, the human coronavirus, whatever the verbiage is there. So make sure you have that as well. So that's one of the negatives, is just dealing with the whole safety aspect of driving this gig economy. Okay, when am I going to drive, right? So going over some of the positives, some of the negatives of this whole situation. Mark says at least passengers can't sit in the front seat anymore. That's a very interesting point there. I was not aware of that. So if you guys have information about Uber and Lyft's response to this whole outbreak, if you want to send me an email, some information, some screenshots, that would be fantastic. Mark, I appreciate that. I do still get some emails, but of course I don't really drive on those apps anymore. Feel free to email me at yourdrivermike@gmail.com. We can certainly highlight that here on the channel as well. So lastly, where is this all going, right? Where is this all going, this side hustle, this gig economy? Is it worth it right now? When's it going to get better? Is it going to get better? For you guys driving, and shout outs to you driving Uber and Lyft. Much respect to those driving Uber and Lyft right now. Is this something that we're going to have to deal with for months? How long is this going to happen? Do we have to put up plastic partitions in our vehicles? I've seen video of drivers taping themselves off with basically plastic sheeting. And can you really blame them? Especially months ago when this was a super, super hot issue. Of course, we're hoping that this is improving now. Well, from what I've seen here in San Diego, the curves, at least here in San Diego, are hopefully going down. I'm saying hopefully because we don't really know as things slowly open, right? For example, here in San Diego, a lot of retail businesses are now open. You can shop retail businesses. Bars just opened as well. Actually, let me know right now, what's open in your market? Are gyms open? Are restaurants? Retail businesses? Let me know right now in the live chat, or if you're watching this in the rebroadcast. Another example, speaking of gyms, I was at the gym earlier today for one of the first times in what, 3 months or so. So these places are starting to open again. So does that mean that the safety level on these apps is getting better? That you can feel safer on these apps? Because you would think that the threat level is going down. Again, I'm not an infectious disease expert. I'm presenting this question for you. What do I think? I think cautiously, perhaps so. If we're hopefully getting better and having these establishments open back up, I am hoping that it is safer for us out there on the road. Because this is a people-based niche. This is customer service. This is a service that we're providing to others, whether it be delivering food, parcels, or getting individuals from point A to point B safely. So being that we interact with the public, we want to be as safe as possible, and our customers or passengers want to be as safe as possible. Mark is commenting everything except sporting events and music venues. Kind of the same here. A lot of the same as far as major sporting events are still not open with spectators, and then music venues, yes, are one of the last things to open. Let me catch up with you. Supercharger says one of the best side hustles this year has been the stimulus check. And hey guys, if you do qualify for the stimulus, make sure to apply to that. So hopefully you can get the financial benefits in this pretty trying time that a lot of us, the bills don't stop here. So I appreciate you joining, guys. Again, a quick live stream here. Again, we're kind of losing the light here. A final kind of Easter egg. Well, I don't know if it's an Easter egg, but I'm filming a pretty neat video, about something that just about every single one of you watching this uses. And I'll put a teaser in the community tab, maybe tomorrow or later in the week here. So it's something that you guys use all the time as a driver. So I'm excited, a little comparison video, kind of a competition video that I was filming here today. So pretty cool. Thanks for joining here, guys. Again, a quick live stream coming to you from Sunset Cliffs here in San Diego, California. So I'll leave you with this view. And if you could leave a like on this video on your way out, it really helps me out, gets more people here on the channel, gets more people on Your Driver Mike team, and of course, it really helps boost us in YouTube's almighty algorithm. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.